The only thing, we all want to believe that we are as we ought to be. None of us like it when we feel like we're not as we ought to be. None of us like it. We've all felt that weight. The only thing that can persuade us that we are as we ought to be is possessing the Father's indestructible life and knowing what it means that we possess his life. That life dwelling in us will convince us the eternity that was in our hearts, we have. The eternity that's in our hearts, we have. I tell women all the time, guys, I'm so sorry, but man, we are not their Prince Charming. And ladies have been put in this crazy place where they think they're going to find some man that's their Prince Charming. And then what it does is it breaks down the marriage for the man and the woman. Because the man cannot complete you. You know why? He's not God. And the woman cannot complete the man. And if they're both looking to each other to feel complete, what do you think they feel about the other one every time they feel lack? They think it's the other one's fault. There is a Prince Charming, that's where we get the fairy tale from. But the Prince Charming is God. He's the only one that can complete you. And the way he completes you is he gives you the life that's the eternity that was in your heart. And when you become persuaded that you have that eternity that was in your heart, that's when you're persuaded that you are as you ought to be. And nothing can take away from it and nothing can add it. And that's when men and women, husbands and wives, can start enjoying life with each other instead of trying to suck life out of one another. Like our dear brother Jim says from Mississippi, it's like 2 ticks and no dog. The world has created marriage where you got 2 ticks trying to suck life out of each other. And then every time they can't get the eternity from one another, you can't get eternity from another person. Every time we don't get it, then we find fault with them. And we blame them. We scapegoat them for the lack we feel.